maybe a question for both of you. And how did you come up with a story for The Good Dinosaur? And was it like a one-man idea or just like a team effort, as typically at Pixar, right? Yeah. And maybe it's like we thought, like, were you inspired by Little House on the Prairie meets Dances with Wolves?
Absolutely. Those were things that we definitely talked about. But it started with the original director, Bob Peterson, and then evolved to become a collaboration for sure. And so it's both, to your point. But a lot of love was put into the film. You know, we started the film 2 years ago, and the whole team, for me, it's just been a work of a family, like everyone putting their hearts into it, and so absolutely.
I mean, animation's a very collaborative art form, and I think that in our case, we definitely saw each department as it kind of went, as the footage sort of went through the system, each department plus the work in a magnificent way, made it better and better.
Yeah.
You know, it was
great.
Yeah.
And what was the biggest challenge in making The Good Dinosaur? I mean, there is like a strong contrast between the beautiful and almost photorealistic backgrounds and the cartoony characters. Yeah. And so, what was the vision and the technology behind that? Quite different from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, I'm trying to make nature feel like that what we learned from our research trips, both beautiful and dangerous at the same time. We tried a more graphic version of nature, and it took away the danger somehow. I don't know, it was so weird. So we really relied on Sharon Callahan, our cinematographer's painterly realism. She's from that northwest area, and so she did all these paintings that would really inspire the look of of nature. But then Arlo has been pushed in a graphic way so that we could find the boy in him. If he was a realistic dinosaur, you would believe, hey, you can eat the leaves or drink the water, you can survive, but if we found the boy in him, you could believe, oh my goodness, he could get really hurt out there. And so that was one of the big pushes, but in terms of technology, there would be a lot that we would...
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the hardest part of making the film is still getting the story right, honestly. The technology is, you know, things are always challenging, but making a story that's kind of worthy of these amazing artists is the thing that's really, really hard, particularly when you only have 2 years to do it. So that was quite demanding.
And I would like to also talk a little bit about the voicing, the voice acting in the film. How did you go and choose the actors for the voices? I mean, we've got like the Frances McDormand, and then, but even the little boy. How did you go about and find these people?
The little boy was a Herculean effort. We listened to literally 1,400 kids, and we went to regional theaters. We went to the southern part of the United States. We went everywhere, and just trying to find that voice that is believable, yet you need to have the person emote was quite a challenge. So that was probably our toughest casting challenge. And otherwise, you know, it's something that we listen to a lot of voices. We put pictures up of the characters, and Pete and I listen. I think we had similar sensibilities on what we liked, so it was easy. And it's just like, does this feel authentic and believable and emotional?
To the characters.
To the characters that we're creating.
Great. I mean, I heard Peter talking before about his experience. I mean, you've done, like, you started out as an artist and then voice acting as well, yes, right? Yes. And now directing. I mean, do you think maybe directing is your next big thing, or what are you up to next, you know, at Pixar? Because you've been surprising everybody with your fantastic career.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, no, storytelling is one of my favorite things in the world for sure, and getting to work with a family at Pixar has been one of the most inspiring things for me. So to continue to do that would be, I would feel blessed for sure.